we go. Now we can see what's happening. Then we need to plug you into the electrical network. And for the love of God, you have an opportunity while you're here to standardize on electrical network. So please take it. There will be no easier time to set this up than right now. There you go. It's just better wire connection range, quite frankly. Then you can go. You're going to need storm protection up here. How close are you to being done? 55? You're getting there. Let's go ahead and do this. Just to force all the scrap down a single belt. And then you'll turn in like this. We'll put a splitter here temporarily. And you are going to have input priority on left. So it's going to use up anything that comes through this thing first, and then it will use up stuff that winds up on this belt. And then further downstream from here, we're also going to need a balancer to make sure that we're distributing evenly across all the lanes that we have access to. Run all of you across here. You're also going to need lightning protection out here. And then you're going to go underground onto here. And then you're also going to get protection here. And I really don't care that they're not connected to the grid. Access to electricity is not what we're struggling with. We're struggling with storage of electricity. So it would be nice if they connected to the grid, sure, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it if they don't. Then we'll go ahead and place these final stations in. We'll rename them. Future-proof this a little bit. And then we will build in the refueling system for these. We're not going to have them go to some centralized location to refuel. We are just going to extend our RoboPort network on top of them. And we're going to auto-request rocket fuel. So every time they come to drop off, they will automatically be topped up. Easy as. Give you this nice purple color. You're going to go to scrap pickup. You're going to go to scrap drop off. That is going to be full cargo. This is going to be empty cargo. Off you go. Let's ride along. Let's see how fast this loads, importantly. Holy shit. Yeah. Good. That'll keep the scrap moving. No path. Excuse you? You come through here. Oh, those are one-way chain signals. I see the problem. I have identified the issue. I will have it fixed momentarily. Both of these need to allow two-way traffic. And that should summon it right back to the station. There you are. And off you go. Wonderful. Let's go do pickup on our drills down here to the south. You are spent. And you guys still have quite a bit of scrap underneath you. So you're going to be working at that for a while. But that's okay. They've got a priority splitter at the end of it so that any scrap that the one that's still on the main island mines will get prioritized first. I mean, this is slow because I can't get it to turn, but okay. You got me. There. There you go. Are you an extraneous belt? What do you do? No, you feed into recyclers. Okay. Still low quality. None quality, but I'll take them. Robo 2s. Great. You can have these Robo 1s. I need quad personal battery 3. What are you waiting for? Personal battery 1. Alright. Go ahead and make me one of these, and then I'll pick up the others later. Good. I don't really want to make personal laser defense and exoskeleton here. I feel like I should just do that back at Nauvis. We're running out of green circuit, really? Because we're running out of iron plate? I guess we aren't processing that much scrap these days. So maybe we expand the train network. Just get more scrap flowing into this base again. Is that a thing? That is a thing. Any other things? That's a thing. How many drills you got? 7 drills? You may need to go and talk to the Volcanist base here before too long. You don't have as many drills down here as you might otherwise like. You know what? Have the Gleba Wanderer go do that now. The Gleba Voyager, whatever your name is. Yeah. Volcanus. blank circuit condition. I'm gonna call you... I can just borrow miscellaneous, I guess. You don't need foundries, but 40 drills seems like a pretty reasonable request for how much we might want to expand scrap collection down here. So I can line you up pretty well if I start here and go here. How much scrap is on this island? 23 million. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I really want to have these drills be dense. Like, densely packed on here. Just this is 97k. It's literally only that patch, and there's 97,000 scrap in it. So, starting here... Whatever. Maybe you should put some down, though. Actually, slide it down by 1. Because you probably want to leave room for a substation. And then run another substation down here. Because you're going to need to think about how you power this island. This island is too far away to get plugged into your main grid. And so that's going to present a problem. You're going to need an accumulator bank on this island. Also, don't lose these drills over here. Just wait there for now. I'll figure something else out for you. Also, figure out how the rail is going to fit in here. Because I think that's going to be spicy. No, I think you can actually wrap it around that way. So if you have the rail head up there, you can have it swing up this way, and it just barely fits like that. And if you put a station in, holy cow, a 121 will fit there, but I can only load on one side. What if I slide this over then? Like, that doesn't give me a ton of room to work with, but it may be enough to get this in. It is just barely enough to get that in. Holy cow. I think it has to be like that. And then let me just plan these out for a bit. You can end it there. That doesn't quite fit. Get rid of these. I don't know what to do with them. But if you slide these over, like, 2. If you slide over like this, you could actually cram 4 belts of... Oh no, because you need to cover these scrap deposits. Yeah, you can't pull it any further to the right than that. So you sit there. Give it a lightning rod here. Copy this over to here. But you don't really need that. And then copy this up like this. And then copy this up like this. And then that technically gives you enough. But you're gonna need some weird splitter action here. So this gives you 2 belts to work with. which is not much. Have I automated turbos on Volcanus yet? Do I have those available to put into a spaceship? No. We gotta go to Volcanus and do that. Because turbos would really improve throughput out here. Anyway, this is gonna swing around. And it's gonna plug in like that. So this is going to be twin path signals, and then we're going to have path signals here and here. And that's going to handle loading at this station. This is, again, going to be a 121 scrap pickup. I need a couple more blue belts. No, just normal blue belts. Yeah. That train is doing great work. Has to be said. There's our 2-to-2 balancer. And then this splitter is going to need to go like this. One is going to turn in here, one is going to come through here. One is going to turn in here, one is going to come through here. It certainly looks like that covers all of the scrap. I don't think there's anything past this one. And this mine is going to work for a very long time. So with that, oh, I have accumulators on me already. This is a great opportunity to spam some rare accumulators. Sucks that they're just barely outside of reach, but it is what it is. Okay. We don't really need the coverage, but I guess these lightning rods let the island reach out further. So it can get hit by more lightning strikes. And in that sense, we do kind of care. But for now, this is going to have to be sufficient power for this island. Because we can't really produce anything else for it. We can have another accumulator bank down here. You should figure out how you're going to run a substation to that first. That substation will actually cover everything. Sure. This technically costs us one accumulator spot, but I can put cyclic lights in. And then they won't fit against the rail. That's fine. I don't think that's half bad. Wonder if I could fit more drills up here, then. Oh, I so can. Oh, I so can. Let's get even more of those in here. Do you have your 40 drills yet? You do. You can come back to Fulgora now. And you actually need to get connected to the rest of this network. So why don't you get a substation there, and then a power line here, and then you can actually load trains. You need 18 more steel chests. I'll go pilfer some from the main base. And then we'll set up a second 121 train. We're gonna need locomotives for that. There's all the chests plugged in. Go ahead and set up our second train. Off you go. And then let's set the belts up for when it comes back and it drops a bunch of scrap off. There you go. This rules, man. I love the way that this is turning out right now. I'm very pleased with it. Now you should be able to leave. Yup. So this is gonna be not amazing throughput, because we don't have like a stacker or anything, so these trains are not just going to be coming in non-stop. But it's good enough for now, and it's going to be really good when we get the rest of these drills, which is not going to be happening for a little while. Let's go check on the rest of our battery 3s. We have a second one ready. Also, how many drones can I have now? I can have 50? I have 50. Oh yeah, look at all this scrap, man. We love this amount of scrap. You're down to 42. I should put a radar down, so that I know what you're up to. I want to be able to tell when you're done. Because I kind of need these drills for other endeavors. And then you also need a radar, so that I can see what's going on out here. I could not be more happy with how this is working right now. The only way it could be better is if I took the time to, like, decorate it with some concrete. Or I guess plugged in the last few trains. I mean, like, what if it is going to be possible to fit 121s on every single one of these islands? No, there's no way you could fit a 121. Yeah, I think that one's going to be too small. This would be insane to fit a 121 on. Okay, it's not going to be feasible on every island. That's fair. That's fair. But for now, this is good enough. And this little factory is just going to sit here and produce forever. Doesn't really look like anything in the logistics grid is growing out of control, but if it is, I can build a shredder for it. I think plastic might become a problem eventually, but we still have so much logistics storage for just random stuff that overflows. I think it's doing just fine. Have we built any more mech armor? Is any quality? No. None quality mech armor, none quality roboports. It's bad. We'd have to set up like an actual quality loop, I think, to get anything good out of that. Although... Nah, we don't really have the steel to spare right now. Steel is actually pretty scarce down here, for whatever reason. Did I wire up like a single iron furnace to make steel? I did, or a single... I have this. That turns iron ore into iron plate. But what's my iron plate surplus like? 1,300? And I don't currently have an iron plate shredder. I could set up a single smelter that turns iron plate into steel if we have too much iron plate and not enough steel. That's just a decider combinator. I don't think it's necessary right now. But it's something that we could think about adding in the future if we run into the situation of too many iron plates and not enough steel. You back in orbit yet? You are. Send it. I need those drills. They're very important to me. $374, 150, it's a pittance. 47 is Titanic. $47 is a giant scrap patch. Alright, let's scale up with this end, shall we? Dude, it doesn't even put a dent in the accumulators. That's great. Just outstanding news overall. These are fully saturated. Yeah, I don't think there's much else that you need. This one is going to dry up really fast, though. So I think since we're in the position of waiting for a new battery anyway, to finish out our grid, maybe we should just expand the trains to like another scrap patch or two. Like we could empty this island out by taking a spur off here. We're gonna need some more steel for that, for the chests though. And you're gonna need more stack inserters. And you might need more blue belt. And you're gonna have to hope that you're good on turns. Substations? Yeah, you're gonna need more substations too. Which I think you left a bunch in a box somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Just take that whole thing. Anything else you're gonna need? Accumulators, maybe? Are you saving accumulators anywhere? Yes. Sort of. Yikes. You're using them up faster than you thought. You're also gonna need rail for this. Hey. Rome wasn't built in a day. So I like this is our little blueprint to use. We can really just go right about there, in line with this lightning collector. And that will get us most of the scrap that's out here. We can take these apart because they don't do anything for our grid. You can just come up through like that. Copy this, flip it. Can you fit one more down there? No. Alright, that's fine. You don't need to. Oh, these do need to be down by one, though. Alright, then go like this. And go like this. There, that reaches everything. You're good on top? Yeah, you're good on top. As far as where the train is going to come in? I don't know, I could put them that far out on the oil. Alright, train is going to come in there. Come in like this, it's going to swing around like this, the stop is going to be over here. You're going to need to get more rail. If you strafe, the lightning can't hit you, it gets confused. Good. Did you get steel? Yeah, you did. There you go. This is going to turn here. This is going to turn here. Actually, it's not. I was just kidding. We're going to pull you all the way back to here. Then we'll put you through a splitter. You're going to come out to here. Give me one of these stations. Don't give me that one, actually. You're not going to be pressed for space, so you can use the whole thing. It's going to plug in just like that. You don't need this. You don't need that. You don't need that. You're going to split here. You're going to split here. Off you go. Get this hooked up to power. Oh, you're out of medium power poles. You're also out of radar. Alright, go get some medium power poles. Go get some radar. Run the rail back with you, though. And I want to see if I can bridge this heavy oil gap. Not a chance. Alright, then we're going to need to back you up. You're going to need to come around this way. And then down like this. And then from here it should be pretty smooth sailing because you're basically on land. Spur out from here. Connect up there. Signalize that. Grab your medium power poles. That's the whole reason you came out here in the first place. It should be in one of these EM plants around here. There it is. You guys plug those in. And then I'll get you connected like this. And then we need to build you an accumulator bank. We should be able to do right here. That is your last lightning bolt. You also forgot radars. You'll live. You also forgot to wire this. No, you didn't. Let's wire. You're good. Just get the power turned on. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to fit there anyway, so that's fine. I can't believe that one of you won't fit there, but... Yeah, you just barely intersect with that cliff. Alright. That's the inserter bank for you. Or the accumulator bank for you. Give you some nice lighting. Can you reach out here? No. I'll give you one more substation. Just so that you can... I'm lost. There you are. Just so you can get those in, and then I can put another lightning collector right there, probably. But I think that should maybe be enough. And I mean, if it's not, look at the size of this island. Should have more than enough space on that island if it's not enough. So that should be enough scrap that I feel comfortable leaving this place for a while. Give me some of this so I can make my radar. We don't have our full recycling array online, and that's okay. Oh, I just had a crazy thought. Huh. That's really interesting. If I decided, hypothetically, that I wanted to upgrade this pair of 111 stations to 121s so that I could unload a full 8 belts of scrap, I could have somewhere else on this island a spot that's dedicated to loading 121 scrap trains out of other smaller 111 scrap trains. It doesn't necessarily have to be a direct route from a scrap reprocessing to bus. You could also do a scrap reprocessing to other scrap reprocessing to bus. That would be interesting to think about. It's really all the drills I had, man? Alright. Well, I think that's about all we needed to do on Fulgora. Let's double check. Fulgora mech armor and equipment upgrades. That sounds like it's it to me. And we should also have enough scrap on Fulgora that it will continue running for a while after this is done. So, let's go see if I have enough personal batteries yet. Ooh, quality battery. Don't mind if I do. I'll take both of those. Oh, rare robot. Robot limit 48. Okay, okay. Alright. So we can now hold 65 robots. I love that. That's great news. And then you hold 325 megajoules. And you have failed to give me rare mech armor. But you'll sit here and run, and maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe something will happen. You never know. So let's put our inventory away. Let's grab another chest, because our inventory is huge now. And let's board one of these guys to go back home. Or, what would I have to do on Volcanus? Anything? I do have to do something on Volcanus. Volcanus turbo belt additions to ship cargo. Alright, that's fine. I didn't need to finish typing that anyway. Add turbo belts to Volcanus Logistics Network. Confirm. Click before it can steal it from you again. Take me to Nauvis. You should have a nice and stable power grid now. Yeah, plenty of room to spare. Wow, and this ship is fast when it's got fuel filled up, man. We're doing 258 kilometers per second. That's a nice little clip for this guy. How's ammo doing? You'd have to ask one of these circuits, I think. 200, but man, you burned through it. You can just see it dropping. Alright. We're so much stronger than we were previously. And not only that, we can become even stronger. I need 2 more exoskeletons. Electric engine unit. Sure. Oh, grab everything from your old robot box as well. Or your old... Yeah. There you go. Okay. Give me 1 more personal laser defense. And then give me 2 exoskeletons. Personal laser defense goes here. Exoskeleton goes here. Other exoskeleton goes here. Now we're zooming. And I never have to worry about getting hit by a train ever again. I love that. Let's go finish upgrading these walls. How are you still waiting on refined concrete? This number actually hasn't gone down. But why? Also, how are you missing material for construction? What's going on here? Something's wrong. Are you not requesting the right things from your buffer chest? No, you're trying to summon the train. Why is the train not responding? Is the train not responding? The train's not responding because it's still shipping concrete down here. Because this section isn't filled out with refined yet. So it's just going to take it a long time. to top everything up, I think. Alright. Noted. We also need a ton of landfill. So let's go take a stop at the stone mine. The steel train. Copper mine needs to get tidied up too. I'm still running off of old drills. Should be running off of new drills. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't want you to trash these. How much landfill you need? 31? Yeah, you're gonna need more. That should be 30. We'll do 35 to be safe. Also, what happened here? Why are you not making copper? Because you don't have molten copper. You don't have molten copper because you don't have copper. You don't have copper because this is the only copper mine you have. You need to expand your copper mines as well. It's not impacting your science per minute yet, but you probably don't want to let that one sit too long. Alright, we're going to have to go upgrade that copper mine relatively soon. Fill this in with landfill. Good. I get that little patch there as well. Get that little patch there as well, just to tidy that up. Make it look a little nicer. Tidy that up. Get that to look a little nicer. And then you're going to need power out there as well. There you go. Everything else on that wall is going to be up to the train. Which, to be fair, if the train is lagging that far behind, maybe you just set up some copper mines. Let's go tear down the old copper mine and replace it with the new format copper mine. Oh, that would also be why. Because you can't quite fill up. So go to copper ore drop off. How many copper ore trains do I have right now? Just one? That might also contribute. Okay, so I need a second copper train. And I need to upgrade this mine. Fine, kill that. Kill that. Get rid of all this. We need to let this mine drain out first. So get rid of all of this. Reroute the power. Which you can do from over here. So now at least that's back on. And then you'll wait for a copper train to come pick up there. I think that's molten iron. You need the copper train to come over here. Where are you going? You're stopping down there. Okay. You should really just make a second copper train. It would make all of this much easier. Also, what was that just now? You tried to pull into the same loading bay as your friend? Never do that. Alright, so these are slowly emptying. These are slowly emptying. Dude, I love how many construction drones I can have now. Am I? Yeah, I am. Okay. It happens so fast, doesn't even deplete my battery. So good. Upgrade. Upgrade. so that you're running off of blue. Then go grab your favorite mining template. Like that seems pretty good. Also, why are you parked there? You got summoned to fill up, but I guess you don't need iron ore right now. Yeah, it's closed. Okay. So iron is keeping up, which is good. Actually, don't need this on top. That's not how you do it. I think you copied the wrong mining array. I think what you wanted to grab was this. No, maybe that is how you do it. Yeah, it is. Okay. So this is going to be a 3 to 4. You just slide it around a little bit. I think you can actually do a better job of getting a more future-proof patch out of that. So we're going to need a 3 to 4 balancer. You can go right here. And then we need to get all of our medium power bolt. Because we ran out. Oh wait. Should also just go ahead and plug in more labs at this point, I think. I think we're going to double the number. If we're at 160 right now and we double the number of labs, we'd be at 320. Let's just have you jump up here to get you out of the way. And then you'll want to copy here. Copy this, right? So right now you have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54. Now you need to copy one more over. That should do. Whatever, I'm just gonna run it to the train tracks. Make this shit tileable. Nope, no, hold on. Something's not right there. Something's gone wrong. Hold on, stop. I think I know what went wrong. You have to cut this part out. Right? Yeah, but then it's not sized right. Alright, just redo the whole thing. Also, why are there still yellows in it? Are you yellow? You are yellow. These will need to get upgraded. There we go. Alright, so if you want to make this tileable, you need to grab this. And then you need to set that to your tile. You didn't grab the top. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tile. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. And then you can have some of this extra science, you can have some of this, you can have some of this. You guys can eat all of that up. Construction drones can reach this whole thing, I think. I can't tell if it's my personal roboport range or theirs. It's mine. But I need to bring a bunch of labs over anyway. So really all I need for that is gears. And then I think I also need red inserters. And then you guys can get to work. And prod 2s. How many prod 2s do you have on you right now? 22? You're gonna need more of them. You're gonna need like probably 100 of them. There you go. And then you're also gonna need more gears to keep making more labs. You already pilfered from that one apparently. There's 38 labs. So this should double our research speed, fundamentally. Doesn't really take advanced math to figure out what that's going to do to research speed, and there it goes. Good. I would love to grind up to worker robot speed like 14. I want my robot friends to be zooming. And how many more of these do you need? 11. Just so happens that's how many I can make. You're off right now. But shouldn't you be requesting concrete? Oh. You're not using the right signal. Are you also not using... You're also not using the right signal. What happened here? That's not even the right color. 255, 130 is here. You guys should be summoning concrete because you don't have concrete. Is that what the defense train believes? I actually don't know where the defense train is right now. Waiting, it went to one defense drop-off. So I'm letting bricks. You did need the bricks. Wait a minute. Why is it unloading so many bricks? What happened here? Why are you not reading the contents of this passive provider that's full of bricks? What has gone wrong here in the short time? Oh, you have no logistics bots. That would explain a lot, actually. That would explain a ton. Huh. Because if the logistics bots can't move the bricks into the buffer chest, then I guess the logistics network doesn't know that they exist. I thought it would have been able to read off of the passive provider, but maybe not. But then why don't you have requester chests? Because you should be unloading those. Because you don't have an inserter to unload those. What's up with that? Like, you have a whole different set of conditions for unloading than you. Why is that? Because these are wrong. Okay. I'm putting a lot of trust in thinking that this station works. You can have these. Now, is that going to change your calculus? It looks like maybe yes. Hey, they're building things, so that's a good start. And then you guys are accepting deliveries again, which is a good start. I need to go take out my frustrations on some pipers. I feel much better now. That was a positive experience. So you guys are working now. That's good. We have Fulgora mech and equipment upgrades done. Train-based steel throughput issues. You having steel throughput issues? Every time I look at you, you are unloading. But for now, you look okay. Purple science is saturated. Also, what's our speed these days? 363? That's what I'm talking about. So we'll need to queue up another now Vs research after that. How about laser damage? Laser damage 11. Why not? Who says no? Now, where's your train stop? It's all the way up there. It looks right. It's not requesting right now because that wall is actually built. The only thing that it needs is a little nudge in the right direction with the concrete builder. And also, you're the wrong color again. How did you get to be the wrong color again? 255, 130. There we go. Very important that it's color-coded correctly. Go ahead and rip this wall up. Line you up about there. And then get to pasting. And then get to rock finding. So you're gonna need landfill. Plenty of rocks out here. Just have to fight for them. Oh, can't get me, idiot. Where are you gonna go now? You can't reach me. I'm in the water, dude. You look so stupid right now. They really don't know what to make of that. They can't pathfind out there at all. That's fun. Okay. Still missing 2 landfills somewhere. We'll have to figure that out. Well, there's some rocks for it. God, mech armor's convenient. And all these drones, too. Any other rocks? Any more rocks out here? Here, I'll take those. Here, I'll take these. It's almost enough to make you want to go to Fulgora first, because, man, imagine going to Volcanus, trying to take all those rocks apart on your first pass. You've got this many construction bots just chewing through them. It feels so good. Okay, cut here. And that's sufficient. So that's one more section of wall done. And then I'll come up and do this one. Where's the last landfill that I'm missing? It's not there. That one's done. It's not there. Those are done. That's those two, I bet. Let's go take care of that. This wall is looking good, though. We're making hazard concrete. Finally making the caution tags go away, down to 721. And the Fulgora ones are going to be there for a while. Actually, am I making beacons on Fulgora yet? Hey, Fulgora. Am I making beacons? No. Alright. Let's add a plant for beacons. No, that's going to kill your power grid. That's why you didn't plug the beacons in. Because you probably can't afford to run them. Until you figure out a better power solution out there. Just leave it. And this wall is the big one. Let's get to work. Go ahead and start you here. That leaves you no leftover landfill. You're going to need more rocks. Here's a ton. Go get those. These. Destroy these. Could you take care of these last 2 pieces of wall, please? No, because you split the power grid. do it myself. You really need to... You need to improve your power grid. This is shameful. Well, no, it's almost back to turn. It'll turn on soon. As soon as I get past this point, it turns back on. Don't even think about it. I mean, really, only 2 of them? Probably want to go get another 50 power poles. Because this is going to become a recurring theme. Yeah, you're right. Listen. Oh, you don't have them on you. But when you're over there, grab some big power poles. You can get 2 birds stoned at once here. And you can start running power along the rail line. In a more organized way, anyway. Alright, medium power pole, please. Well, here's bigs. 150 should be enough. Mediums, 300 should be enough. Like, just look at how ugly this is. You know? Take all of this down. Take all of this down. How? Uh-oh. Bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. How did I disconnect that grid? I actually don't know how I disconnected my power grid. It's from here, from here, from here, from here. Okay. Let's plug it back in. Good enough? No, not good enough. Why is this not powered right now? Fuck, I'm gonna have to go down there. No, wait, maybe I don't. No, I do. No, you do. No, maybe you don't. Does that work? Alright, you got it back on. Poor timing to upgrade the network, but there's never going to be a good time. Let's maybe just do it like a little smarter, maybe. Also, this junction isn't signaled correctly. How's it gotten away with that for so long? This junction really isn't signaled correctly. What is going on here? What the heck? What the heck? There we go. You'll come up here. You'll come up here. You're gonna proceed straight on here. And I don't quite know where you're going to go yet, but that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna render all of this obsolete. And then this is gonna turn out to like here. And it's gonna follow these tracks diagonally. This is going to turn off here. And it's going to power the refueling station. So refueling station is now connected. which means all of this should be obsolete. Good. And I guess you could make like a neat little triangle here. This is going to replace coal mine. So that's coal mine hooked up, which should render this obsolete. And then this radar, this can get integrated into the coal. That'll be fine. The gears plant also needs radar. So that we know what's going on up here. What's up, Rain? This is not Project Zomboid. We haven't done Zomboid for a while. I've been playing a bit of Build 42, but I don't currently have an ETA for streaming it. We're on like hour 90 of this Factorio save, and then post this Factorio save. That killed power to your foundry, didn't it? No, it didn't. But you want to run it with this rail. Post Factorio, we're going to be doing Mind Over Magic. Because a few people from Girl are really interested in doing that. So I would be happy to oblige them. Because I think that Mind Over Magic is actually a very good game. And you can go here. So with that connected, this power line is obsolete. And these roboports are probably obsolete as well. Good time zone? Yeah, I probably should wrap up here in like 20 minutes or so, but I don't think I have anything going on tomorrow as far as I know. So I can get a little degen with it. Now, I want to pull you around to here. And you don't reach, but that's fine. But we're just going to keep pulling these over. You... I guess you could come down like that. That's kind of funky. And then that connects power to all of these. Mind Over Magic, I can confirm I have played Mind Over Magic off stream. Mind Over Magic is very neat. If you haven't played it yet, I think you should. If you're a fan of that genre, it's a lot of fun. Frick. That one, I cannot just plug the grid back in. We're gonna have to go out there and save that. I'm concerned that there's two sets of arrows right now. Please stop this. Now, where's the other problem? It's not there. I think that was it. I think we're good. Let's finish this wall. We're trying to do too many things at once right now, and it's to our detriment. We need to just... We can't leave these walls unpowered while we go back and try to fix our power grid issues. It's not gonna work. So let's take care of this all at once. And then we can get on with our lives. I don't remember how these connect to each other. Maybe like this? But then, like, not with that, or those. Or these, or that. I don't know, maybe? I don't think I ever explicitly blueprinted in a corner piece. So, like, you should get some stone. Like so. Combat in the Cozy Factory building sim. It's because we haven't automated our combat yet. We're only dealing with combat because I was lazy, basically. Oh, that looks horrible. This whole thing is just wrong. It's all wrong. Everything here is wrong. Try again. The idea is that after we've successfully done our job here, then we won't have to deal with combat ever again. But I haven't done my job yet. We're in process of doing our job. Like so. I think that's it. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, tear the rest of this down. We're very close, though. We have all the pieces in place. We have a train that automatically drives out to each of these stops. We have a logistics network that tells the train what needs to get dropped off. We have guns that automatically shoot at enemies. We have a factory that automatically makes bullets for the guns. We are very close to having a fully automated solution to dealing with these pests once and for all. We're just not quite there yet. Well, we'll get there. So you guys are all plugged in. As long as you're happy, let's keep the working on the main backbone of power to this base so that we never have that issue again. We'll just keep running our power lines. So we'll bring you up here. This is going to connect to the engine factory. There's also a tank up here for some reason. And then if I just pull you across to here, that's you connected to engines. With engines connected, I can tear this down. This is no longer a necessary power line. Already, this looks so much better. And then we'll keep this moving up just a little further until we hit the oil wells. We'll go a little bit past because there's 2 iron mines up there that we're going to want to tap eventually. So you can come over to here. You can connect in like that. That connects oil, which means that I can tear this down. But then for this line, I actually want to drag it along this rail. So let's grab you from like here. I'd actually like you to connect to your friend if you could. Can you reach from here? Yeah, we'll get a fun little triangle going. And then from here, just drag. There. So now that you're connected, you should also connect up like this. This gives me a little bit of redundancy, just in case something nasty happens. And then are you currently wanting to summon a train? No. That's because your circuit condition is wrong. You should be this. Now, you request a train. Good. Okay, that's one more wall that can begin constructing itself. Let's take these down. And we can back... actually, I don't think you can kill that one. Yeah, you can't kill that one. You can. Just connect it from up there. We'll back this one up. You just have to work fast at this one, otherwise the biters are going to try to hop in once undefended. Something like that should do you pretty well. So you're turned back on. And then I can run power through that section of rail to build that redundancy out. Why are you still not making concrete? Because you need to request it. I guess the train's going to other stops in the meantime. I don't know. As long as it's busy, I think that's fine. I just want it to be doing things. So as long as it's doing things, I'm not going to be too upset about it. Stick you here, send you down here. That connects, so now I can snip that line. That line is no longer necessary. We have power that's actually tethered to where the rail is running. Our science per minute has dipped. Why? What am I short of? Purple. Why don't I have enough purple coming through? It's furnaces. Why don't I have enough furnaces coming through? It's red chips. Why don't I have enough red chips coming through? You literally don't make enough. No, you're out of copper. Because that train doesn't have anywhere to pick up from because you never turned your copper back on. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna fix that copper and then I'm gonna go to bed. Because I don't think that I have much brain left. After the world versus world fights we had tonight, and then after like another 3 hours of Factorio, I don't think there's a whole lot of brain left. So let's at least go get copper turned back on. Yeah, then we'll call it there. Get owned. Didn't even need the big guns for him. Also, you want to hear something cool? This isn't the part that's cool. This is the part that's cool. It's not as many of them firing as I thought. When you get like 6 or 8 of those guns firing, it sounds very fun. Either way, with this new wall design, I don't think our wall will get touched ever again. Unless I do something stupid like sever the power to my own wall. And, since we took the time to decorate it, it looks quite nice. The big one that sounds cool is going to be these things, but we're not quite ready to put artillery down yet. Oh, what did you get? Oh, I never... Yeah. Put the lines back in here. That's right. That was an important step. And then we can just connect power up again like that. That turns all these drills back on. Which are instantly going to saturate the belts that we're generating. But that will at least turn this station back on. So that's a place that trains can pick up copper. And then this station up here is now officially empty. So it can be torn down completely. You go to copper ore drop-off, even though you're not full right now. And then as you leave, we will tear down this station behind you. That is one more of our mines obsoleted by progress. And next time we play, we're going to replace it with like this copper ore, this copper ore, this copper ore. We don't have a ton of copper. Ah, never mind. There's like 8 million down here. Maybe we're good. But still, we're very close to the land reclamation stage of Factorio. Let's see what our artillery turret range is looking like these days. Also, let's give it 2 artillery turrets, just to, or artillery shells, just to stress test our new wall defenses a little bit. So I'm gonna need calcite. Can get that from over here. Thieve some of it out of the calcite train. I'm gonna need explosives. I have to imagine that there's explosives in the logistics network somewhere. Really? None? Okay. I'll have to make some explosives then. I can't believe I have no spare explosives. I guess we would get a chem plant working on that. They take water though, right? Coal, sulfur, water. Alright, so we want to put it over here where the water pipe is. Give me chemical plant here. Run a pipe to it. You're going to make explosives. You are going to have a requester chest that asks politely for items. You are going to have a storage chest that politely holds items. Set of inserters, and then talk to the logistics network. As long as we have less than 50 times 40 of these, I would like you to work and set your requests up. I don't know where you're going to get sulfur, actually. We need a sulfur train to come into the main bus. Or we expand logistics coverage over the refinery. Because then you also get plastic. Which I guess you need for cannon shells, but it's not like the most exciting thing that's ever happened to you. Yeah, I know. You're not in range of a logistics network right now, but just hold on. And maybe you will be. If you exercise a bit of patience. Okay, so that's connected. Now we can pull sulfur from the refinery over here to the explosives plant. I also need tungsten plate. I think we're also shipping that in from Volcanus right now, but I honestly can't remember. Let's go ask. You have tungsten plate in here? You do. Okay. Give me 4 of these. Yeah, and as long as you're making this walk, bring your electric network with you to the south of the base. So every time you go somewhere in the base that does not have a modernized electrical network, bring it with you. No, you do reach. You just don't want to give me the wire for some reason. There you go. There you go. Hello, defense train. Lovely to see you. There we go. You're gonna go here, you're gonna go here, but then you're gonna continue down this way. And we're just gonna go straight down with you. I think you're gonna have to rework that. I don't think those connected the way you want them to. It's fine, we can revisit. Definitely plug the foundry in. There you go. But then, do you rely on the stone mine? No, the stone mine relies on you. It's this connection at the top that I could get rid of. This connection could go. You are no longer necessary. Okay. And then we'll keep pulling you down. Because this is going to be the connection to the southern one. Yeah, there you go. How the hell did this thing connect previously? Wow, really from here? That's crazy. So this power line can go. Sure, I'll get rid of that. I was gonna say that one mattered, but it doesn't. I just need to plug you in here. And now you're powered again. Alright, so that's where I'm gonna be done. But before we finish up, let's see how this new wall does in a combat situation. That artillery range isn't great, but we can work on it. And it's quite a bit bigger with manual targeting. But for now, let's hit this nest here. Off it goes. That is going to make some biters over here very upset. Oh, they're all tiny ones. That's not going to tell me anything about the wall. Let's just get a bunch of people really mad and drag them back with us. How's that sound? You guys getting upset? You upsetty spaghetti about what's going on to your house? How about you guys too? Do you want to also come? Alright, that should be good. Let's see how the ball does. They did not touch the ball. That's pretty good. I would say that appears to be relatively successful. They got close to the ball, but it doesn't look like they actually managed to inflict damage on it. And even if they did, the wall is self-repairing. So I'm not that stressed about it at the end of the day. Plus, I think we've got a little bit more laser damage in our pocket. I think we've got a little bit more projectile damage in our pocket. I think we're in good shape. That's kind of satisfying. Here's the satisfying part. If I set up a system to automatically give artillery shells to this turret, it will automatically shoot everything that it can hit inside this red circle. And then anytime anything new spawns inside this red circle, it fires at it. A bunch of people get mad. They run up against the wall, and then the wall shoots them. That is the full automation that I'm going to be working on next time. But for now, it's almost 2:30 a.m. here, so I'm going to go to bed. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. We have Guild Wars at 9, and then after that, we'll be doing a little bit more Factorio. I have a contractor coming over between the hours of 8 and noon on Thursday, so I can't stay up super late on Wednesday night, but we'll get a little bit more Factorio in, and we'll continue making some progress on the to-do list. If you want to know when that's going to happen, I've got a Discord. It's going to be the best place for you to get pings for when the stream is going live. And if you want to check out what happened in Factorio in the past or other games that we've played on the channel, you can check out the VODs channel. I will see you guys around tomorrow, but until then, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Take care.